Well, hello everyone. This is Rick Passek, the FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today we'll be tying a fairly simple Renomed pattern. This is my Man of Steel, that's what I call it, and the only reason is because I'm using the color steel thread from Semperfli. It's the Semperfli Classic Waxed, and it's the steel color, so that really kind of a grayish color, and then I just use black wire for a rib and just a little bit of white Antron with a black bead and done. It's a very simple pattern, but absolutely it's so effective. Some of them I'll put a red bud on. This one I do. Other ones I don't put a red bud on, so I'll have a little bit of variation. I tie these in an 18, 16, 14, and a 12. But mostly 14, 16 is the ones that I seem to always go towards size-wise. These you work year-round, like from ice off to ice on. They work very well under an indicator. But yeah, and they're very, like I said, very simple to tie. Just one color thread and some Antron and a black wire and a bead and done. So, alrighty, super simple, super effective. Like I said, it's my Man of Steel. Let's get tying. So today in the vise we have a Hends BL550 in a size 14. For the threads and body, we're going to be using some Semperfli Nano Silk in red for the butt section. This is some Semperfli Classic Waxed in steel for the main body. For the gills, some white Antron. For the head, little black beads. Size depends on the size hook you're tying. For the wire, some small black Ultra. Okay, so first things first, take my red, and the only reason I use my red here is because it's the Nano Silk. It's nice and thin. I don't want to build up anything here. Just start that. Take a little bit of my Antron, and I'm only going to take like part of it. It's like that's the whole width. I'm only going to take that much. Don't want a ton, so I'm just going to go right tight to that eye. A couple of good tight turns. Make sure it stays on top. A couple of good tight turns. Make sure it stays on top. Then I'm going to cut that in an angle. Make sure that goes back. And then just tie that down. Give that a quick whip finish. Cut that off. Bring my bead forward all the way to the front. Start my red thread again. And for this one, I do like I do like the Nano Silk. The Nano Silk red isn't the most red. That's one of the small complaints I have about Semperfli Nano Silk. Some of them, and this is the main one, is the red, just isn't that red. But I don't want a bright red for a butt here. That's all I want. Just a little bit of a red. Just so, I'm just giving it a bit of a taper there with the red. Just so I have a hint of red in the back. That's all I want in this one. Okay. Cut that off. Now I go with my steel. Just making sure my bobbin's not twisted here. No, keep twisting it. There we go. Okay. Start right behind. Cut off my thread. Just going to go back to just leaving a little butt. That's all I want, a little red butt. Now I'm going to put my wire in right behind the head there, beat. Keeping it up on top. Again, just the slightest little red butt there. Just giving this a counterclockwise spin to flatten my thread a bit. Come back forward. All the way, nice tight turns. Okay, take a look at your profile. It's looking pretty decent. I'm going to take my black wire. Give it about 5 turns. Tie that off. Give myself a, just helicopter that. A quick little whip finish there. Right behind that bead. Cut that off. Then I always cut my, sorry my hands are in the way, but I like needing it to pull. There we go. Nice short little set of gills. And then I will take my, I like just doing a couple of coats of Sally Hansen's on these. Keeps them nice and thin. Instead of using UV resin. Now I could have done a little bit, another layer of the red on the butt. But I like keeping them nice and thin. So as thin as I can. So when that dries, that'll lighten up just a little bit. But it'll give you that nice red butt with that gunmetal kind of steel gray and that black rib. Like I said, if you want to use a brighter red, you can. Use the classic wax from Semperfli, or use a Uni or whatever brand you like, and just give it a little bit of a redder butt, and maybe even give it more of a taper there, like right in here. Maybe just make sure that you've tapered it a bit more. But that is the finished little fly. Very simple little Chronied pattern. I said that gunmetal gray at times can be just deadly, right? So, okay. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. It's tying season here in BC. It's almost November. I can't believe it's almost November. It's almost November of 2024 here, so it's time to get tying, getting everything ready for ice off, and chronids, bloodworms, leeches. That's this kind of stuff that I'll be doing a lot of tying and getting ready for ice off. So hope you guys enjoy. If there's anything you guys want to see, please let me know. And keep an eye open on the page for an announcement in sometime in early mid 2025. I've got hopefully something really exciting coming up for you guys. And it's just taking me some time to develop. It's a huge project, so we'll see. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you subscribe, thank you. If you haven't, please consider doing so. And we'll see you on the next time video. Tell lines.